Hey, why we blurry?
Yeah,
I think it's because the tape.
Here, it's right here.
Okay.
There we go.
I was trying to think of either name. I was gonna say, bring us some paper towels.
There it is.
Got it.
There, girl. Bing. There you go. Just the three of us. No. Story time.
Story time. Story time.
What's up, family?
What's up, family?
Good to see you.
Shalom.
Hallelujah.
Second day of the week. What?
Yeah, that's right. If you are new to this channel, please know I am Bonnie with a whole different hairstyle, but I promise you, it's me. Okay, forehead is on deck.
Same
okay?
Bonnie, different hairstyle.
Rocking the forehead all month long. Okay. You don't know. Unashamed.
And this is
Auntie Shelly on the beat.
But
That's right. We used to do it for ourselves, but we don't no more. We are now community minded. You see that?
How you do that? Don't be having me laugh with her, y'all. We just
we're community minded, okay?
We did with her.
We now do it for the community.
Oh my gosh. Oh jeez.
So welcome back, right?
Yes.
I feel like we haven't been together in so long.
I know, right? Wednesday with you, Thursday with us. We haven't seen her in a few days, so it's been a minute.
It's always a blessing to be online with my aunties. You get it with all the wisdom. Look who I get all of this wisdom for free, y'all. I mean,
we're gonna start charging them.
Listen, I'm gonna be broke, okay? I tell you right now, I can't afford it. Now, welcome back, y'all, to Story Time. This is the Torah edition. We are reading the second book of Maccabees.
Yes.
Hold up, I know what you're about to ask me. Where we get that book? We purchased this book on Seeker.net, not .com, okay? Because if you go and find .com, you ain't gonna find it. But what we didn't do is pay full price for it.
No.
It ain't against Torah, but it's against our common sense. Listen, don't be paying full price for stuff if you don't have to. Okay, now I'm not saying if your brother and sister got a business and she's selling, listen, your brother and sister price is the price, okay? When it comes to that. Your brother and sister business, it is the price. Do not be haggling your brother and your sister, okay? That is the price. But here, okay, on that story time, Seeker.net, the price ain't what price. Use the discount, okay?
Right there. Right.
Use that discount. All this in this
10% off. Never pay full price.
Don't pay full price for things. All right. Yeah. With that being said, we're gonna get a good recap, a quick recap.
Really quick.
Because we got to get into it. No. I lied on accident. I'm sorry. Hi, cousin.
That's my cousin. Yay.
Listen, she related to you. She now related to me. Hi, cousin. Hi, family.
I can't see.
Good to see
that
you.
Norva?
Yes.
Hi, Norva.
Hey, girl. Okay, so I'm going to read 2 Chronicles 7 and 14.
Yes.
For the obvious reason.
Okay.
All right, so 2 Chronicles 7 and 14, it says, and be in the room, y'all. Be in the room, okay? Because you are his people.
Yes.
All right, so if my people, which are called by my name, not title, okay? He didn't say that. He said my name, so he has a name. Shall humble themselves and pray, and seek my face, and turn from their wicked ways. Then will I hear from heaven, and will forgive their sin, and will heal their land. Now my eyes shall be open, and my ears attent unto the prayers that is made in this place. For now have I chosen and sanctified this house, that my name may be there forever, and my eyes and my heart shall be there perpetually. May Yah add a blessing to the hearer and reader of his word.
Yes.
And I read 2 Chronicles 7 and 14 through the 16th verse.
Yep.
He has a name.
I love it. He has a name. Just like we have names, he has a name. God and Lord are titles, not names.
And don't worry if you don't know his name yet, and if you were just like me who was calling him Jesus because I didn't know no better. Listen, if your heart is postured the right way, he hears you.
That's right.
And he knows who you are talking to.
That's
so don't feel discouraged because you haven't been using his name in time.
And it's perpetually, which means
It's forever.
It's forever.
He still hears you. Heard you back.
Eternal.
He heard our ancestors. He hears us.
Absolutely.
Come
Here's
on, that's
us,
encouraging.
His
Yes.
people. He said, "My ears is listening.
That's right.
All I want you to just call me. I'm
That's
there.
right.
I'll be there." Who's sing that?
I'll be there.
There you go.
Don't
Somebody
you
sing.
know, baby. I'll be there. Vibrato. Okay, let me cut it out because listen, I might think I can actually hit a couple notes.
She might get a little
Oh, my voice, listen, my voice got a little shaky. I thought I was doing something. Hand me that bass, okay? Is there a bass line in there? I don't listen.
No.
See, I get carried away. Let's get
Hey,
into
New Zealand.
Hey, New
Shalom.
Zealand. Good to see you.
Hey,
Shalom.
Auntie Cammy.
Hey, everybody. Okay, let's get into it.
All
Okay,
right.
recap.
Okay,
recap.
quick little
Yes.
recap. How do you say his name?
Melatonin?
Manilus is a sneaky little old character.
Mm.
He done came. He was supposed to be bringing somebody else's money for the priesthood.
Yes.
He goes and offers more money to the king. The king says, "Okay, it's yours. You the priest." He ain't never gave the money to the king. That's killing.
And
Right.
he took the
And
money.
he
Yeah, I was
took
about to
the
say
money from the one that
He was coming for.
that
So
was
he-
sending him. So I give you money to go
Okay.
to the king so that you're giving me because you're the priest.
Yes.
So I count up your money, and let's just say I offer $200 more, and I say, tell the king, I'll give you such and such if you make me priest. So the king made him priest. So, but he never gave him the money.
Boy.
But so the record keeper was like, dude, you owe us money.
Yeah,
Ooh.
he was.
He was like, dude, you owe us some money. And he was like, So he didn't get the money back. I got your money.
Yeah.
At the very least, I could have gave him your money.
Something like
Something.
He
He
didn't
didn't
give
give nothing.
nothing.
As
he
of
pocketed that
now,
thing.
Yes, he did.
as of now, he ain't gave up jack. So then he had Onyahu killed, or he helped them kill Onyahu, which is the high
real
priest,
hope,
the
high
real
priest.
righteous high
Yeah, because
priest.
when he was in charge,
Mhm.
right? They had
Everything
peace.
was going
Everything
towards
was
because they
Torah.
was Torah.
Because they was Torah. They was using the tithe money to take care of widows and orphans, and
Wow.
they was doing what they were supposed to do.
Yeah.
Nobody was starving under Onyahu,
Mm.
the high priest. You was hungry, go get you some food.
Yeah.
Wow.
He was taking care of everybody.
Yeah.
And so, wait, I didn't forget the last part.
Girl, you hit me on the last with that whole Olympics, okay?
Antiochus, you talking about
Oh.
that one?
No.
Okay.
What did I say? I was doing that first. Oh yeah, no. He was Melanitis was really like
malicious,
malicious,
and a great
but
traitor.
he kept getting away with stuff.
He did.
He
I was
kept
tripping.
getting
He kept
people to
getting
talk
out
for him.
of. People
He
were
kept
trying
getting
to
out of
get him
everything.
killed, but he
Mhm.
kept slipping away.
And
Other people would get killed in his stead.
Yep.
Game of Thrones.
Yep, exactly.
Thrones.
Oh my
Now
god!
listen, I just started watching Game of Thrones. Okay, so because I feel like I'm doing something, I'm gonna mention Game of Thrones. Okay?
Yeah, this is definitely Game of Thrones. It was like, and he just kept getting off. Yeah, yeah. And so we had.
And keep in mind, y'all. Keep in mind, these people look like us.
Yes.
So they ain't white yet. Okay.
Yeah. Well, some of them are because they're Romans.
Oh, well, right. But the majority of the people, like the priests, they us.
They us.
Yeah,
They us.
Melanus on Yahoo.
Yeah, all
the
them
dude
is
that
us.
Melanus was paying the money
Hebrew.
for. Those
Yeah.
are Hebrew people.
Yes. They the Hellenized.
They're being Hellenized. Yes.
Yes.
So they look like us or different shades of us. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't the white people just yet.
Yep, making deals with them Romans.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Just backwards. So we're going into the 5th chapter, and we're at the 11th verse for those of you who have a Sefer.
2nd Maccabees.
And if you have your
app, you can also get that on Sefer.net on the app, and it should be like $22.
Yes.
Yeah, it's less than $30. I'll say that so I don't get in trouble.
It's worth every penny.
And some of you may just have the book of the Maccabees.
Like, you could.
Whatever you got, we on the second. We on
right. Second Maccabees.
Whatever you
chapter
have.
5, verse 11. Now, when this that was done came to the king's ear, he thought that Yehuda had revolted. Whereupon, removing out of Egypt In a furious mind, he took the city by force of arms and commanded his men of war not to spare such as they met, and they slay such as went upon the houses. Oh, that means they went in
because
killing everybody.
Remember somebody, I think it was Melanalis.
It was Melanalis.
To make it seem like Yehuda was revolting, but they really, really weren't.
No.
Yeah. Hey, so he kind of like the Boule. Working underhandedly, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like kind of like how they be sending our people, just like the Black Panther.
Oh, what's his name? Killmonger.
Yeah.
I mean, not Black Panther, girls.
Yeah, it was in Black Panther too, though.
But I'm not talking about I'm talking about the Panthers.
Oh, the real Panthers.
The real Panthers.
The Panther Party.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
yeah, and how they sent our own in there to
infiltrate.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
This is the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Uncle Aaron.
Hey, Uncle Aaron. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see everybody.
Thus, verse 13. Thus there was killing of young and old, making away of men, women, and children, slaying of virgins and infants.
They're killing the babies.
But all of that, listen, all of that, y'all gonna give account to.
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy because it's us.
Yeah,
we set ourselves up, like we gave them basically permission. But I don't even want to say permission, but I don't even know what you would call. We let them in.
Yeah.
Like we was working for them.
You don't stand for anything.
Position.
Yeah, you fall for everything.
Yeah,
and that's what they did. They fell for it because they didn't do anything.
And they started gravitating towards Rome, like wanting to do what Romans was doing.
Yep.
They started wanting to do it their way.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so now we don't matter as a people.
Yeah, because they was getting that money, all those privileges. Yep.
So yet they threw out community and all about individuality.
So they sold us basically. Our own people sold us in this one.
Yep.
Sold us out.
Yep. Verse 14, and there were destroyed within the space of 3 whole days 80,000, whereof 40,000 were slain in the conflict, and no fewer sold than slain. So we had some folks sold,
and then some
killed.
But look how many of us.
A lot.
Okay. 40,000 people, and this is only in second book of Maccabees. They're only talking about the first book of Maccabees.
Yeah.
So again, y'all know me. I just be stressing the point. Where are we the minority at?
Right.
There's still more of us.
Still more of us.
Still killing us.
Yeah. Wow.
I just,
Yeah. 15. Yet was he not content with this, but presumed to go into the most holy temple of all the world. Menelaus, the traitor to the Torah and to his own country, being his guide. This dude is leading him through the city. Like, here, go here.
This is where all the rich is at.
Wow.
The most holy temple of all the world. Even they knew it.
Wow.
You taking them to the temple. And he leading them there. Oh, I'll show you where it's at.
Wow. That is crazy.
That is.
Traitor to the Torah and to his own country, being his God.
That's crazy. Verse 16, and taking the holy vessels with polluted hands and with profane hands, pulling down the things that were dedicated by other kings to the augmentation and glory and honor of the place, he gave them away.
You didn't even sell it. Okay?
Right.
You just gave it away.
You gave it away.
Like Esau. Just without
just gave
the
it
care.
away.
Here you go.
Just got no regard for it.
No regard for it. Yeah, absolutely.
No reverence.
No reverence. Yeah.
I'm not saying you should make money off it, but dang, can you show a little bit
that
just gave it away.
Yeah, can we get a little bit like, man, for this one though, it's gonna cost you some cuts. None of that. Here you go.
That's hatred.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
That's hatred.
That's horrible. 17. And so haughty was Antiochus in mind that he considered not that Yahuwah was angry for a while for the sins of them that dwelt in the city, and therefore his eye was not upon the place. Okay, so Yahuwah is he's upset with his folks, so he's turned his face and he's not focused. You know, and Antiochus thinking that he's like, oh, I'm doing this, but you don't know that the face of the Most High is turned away from his people.
That's the
right
only
now.
reason why you.
That's
when his face was toward the people, y'all didn't have a chance.
That's right. You didn't have a chance at all.
They had a Judas. That's right, Uncle.
18. For had they not been formerly wrapped in many sins, this man, as soon as he had come, had forthwith been scourged and put back from his presumption, as Heliodorus was, whom Seleucus, the king, sent to view the treasury.
Y'all remember him, right? That's the one that came, and he was that's the one that came.
Heliodorus,
Yahoo was high priest. Remember, the king sent him to get the money.
Yeah,
and they were seeing them apparitions.
Yeah, that was him.
Oh, yes.
They got whipped, and
so he's saying he would have got done like him.
He would have got done like him.
Had the Most High been focused on his people.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Not the Most High, but Antiochus, had he been focused on the people?
No. If Yahuwah was really watching over the place because they were doing right.
Oh, because he turned his face from them. Gotcha.
Yahuwah did this, they was able to do it. But if Yahuwah had been looking like he wasn't on Yahoo time, y'all wouldn't have got rid of this. Y'all would have got the beat down. Like Doria do. Like Helio.
Like Helio.
Yeah, he wasn't playing. They was getting
whipped. They got it.
They got the
Helio got a whooping.
He did. He got a whooping. Not a spanking.
Yeah, he got
a whooping. 19. Nevertheless, Elohim did not choose the people for the place's sake, but the place for the people's sake.
And that's where we get it mixed up.
It's not about
It's not about that temple.
It's not about the temple. It's about his people. Wow.
So he was giving you a place to worship, not a place. Wait, how do I put this? He was giving you a place to come worship, not not some magic kind of place. How do I put this? He chose the people for the place's sake, but the place for the people's sake. He didn't choose, so he didn't make a place and then make some people to make the place holy. The people are holy, not the place. So he doesn't regard the place. So even though you're thinking, oh, he's not going to do nothing, that's because we got the temple. Yahweh told them from Jump Street, I don't care nothing about that temple. You better obey me.
Because you are the
I don't care nothing about that temple. That temple was a place. Yeah.
What did he say?
I ain't saying it.
Oh. Who said it? Aaron
Uncle
and James. I got to see. Okay.
Girl, take them glasses off.
Verse 20. And therefore, the place itself that was partaker with them of the adversity that happened to the nation did afterward communicate in the benefits sent from Yahuwah. And as it was forsaken in the wrath of El Shaddai, so again, the great Yahuwah being reconciled, it was set up with all glory.
Anybody else want to explain that?
Please.
I'm lost.
Okay.
So the place itself was partaker with them of the adversity that happened to the nation. Okay, so the place itself, the temple, that was partaker with them of the adversity that happened to the nation after I communicate. So I think it means that the place had its benefits. So you go to the temple, you go to worship Yahuwah. It got the altar of incense. It got the place where you sacrifice the lamb. It got the place where you're supposed to do the sacrifices, start off the feast days and all that. So even though right now they're plundering it, or is it a partaker of the adversity? Like it's now going through something. Like
so, the people are. It's because it was to the people, and what happened to the nation, what happened to the building.
Right.
So
Right.
he set it up, he reconciled it like he's reconciling his people.
Right. So it's not going to always be that way. He's because remember, he's still going to mend everything.
Yeah, he's going to restore everything.
Being reconciled with Yahuwah. That's how we're able to set the temple back up.
Yeah.
Very good.
Because we know that we're the temple.
Yes.
Like right now, it's not made with hands.
Yes.
Like, you know.
Yeah.
Like wherever I go, the temple of Yah is there. Because there's no temple to go formally.
That's true. We're not even in the land to go to a temple. But even if we had, like, say, a building, it ain't the building.
It's the people.
The temple is walking into the building.
Gotcha.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, because we're what's holy, not the building.
Right.
Gotcha.
The building is just a building.
Right.
Come on. Clarity.
Yes. Verse 21. So when Antiochus had carried out of the temple 1,800 talents. That's a lot.
That's so much money. Back then.
That's a lot of money.
That is so much money. That's millions of dollars today. Might even be billions.
It might be
That's
billions.
crazy.
Yeah.
Talents is
a lot of
That's
money.
A lot of gold.
Wow.
He departed in all haste unto Antioch, weaning in his pride to make the land navigable and the sea passable by foot. Such was the haughtiness of his mind.
His mind wasn't for the people, y'all.
Yeah.
And he left governors to vex the nation. At Jerusalem, Philip, for his country of Phrygian, and for manners more barbarous than he that set him there. So he worse than the So Philip is he said
Antiochus is out of pocket.
Yeah, and he worse than any barbaric. I think barbaric. Yeah,
it's barbaric.
So ain't no telling what he was doing.
Listen, he trying to make the sea passable by foot. He trying to use that money to make the. If y'all can put a lane in there.
Yep, such was the haughtiness of his mind.
His mind was everywhere but on the people of Yah. Dang.
And left somebody really mean in charge.
Yes.
Evil, not mean.
Yeah, evil.
But man, it's crazy how this stuff, you can be like, man, this same spirit is still roaming the earth today.
Yeah, it is.
Long as you get what you get, to hell with the other folks.
Yep.
He got over 800 talents. Ain't worried about those that's left in that land. Sent somebody else to rule it, to oppress them even more. Boy, that sounds like something like today.
1,800 talents.
That's crazy.
That's a lot of money.
They probably would have took more, but the rest might have sunk the ship.
Probably.
They probably had to put that on a few ships in the first.
That's probably why he had to do the sea. Was trying to figure out
some of it by land, maybe. Yeah. Like he was trying to figure out how I'm gonna get all this home.
Yeah,
because that's heavy.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm all stuttering. That's what I'm doing. But I'm pretty convinced you ain't gonna touch home. You ain't gonna get to home. I don't believe y'all gonna allow him to.
He turned his face. Remember? Let's see.
Yeah,
because now they're not operating under Torah. They're being slowly Hellenized, building those gymnasiums, and more and more of them are becoming Hellenized. Yeah,
true that.
Sorry. Wow, no, that's my hips, girl. Don't worry about it. Y'all pray for my hips.
Y'all don't know the inside joke. Anyway, verse 23. And at Gerizim, Andronicus, and besides Menelaus, who worse than all the rest bore a heavy hand over the citizens, having a malicious mind against his countrymen, the Yehudim.
His own people.
His own.
Why is he so hateful? You hate yourself. If you that hateful towards your people, that's some self-hate.
Something in them reminds you of them and you hate it. The fact that these people really wanted to uphold Torah.
Exactly. And you don't. You just want to be in charge.
And they remind you of Torah and you hate it for
You hate them. That's demon possession right there.
That is.
Because if I don't remind you of Torah, then shoot, I ain't living my life right.
Mm-hmm.
I need to go back to
real.
the drawing board.
That's real, because that's what we're supposed to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
We're
I'm
supposed to be
look
reminding
like it. Yep.
everybody of Torah.
Mm-hmm. Not like a robot. That no.
That's why sometimes all you gotta do is walk in a room.
Yes.
You be like, who they think they are? Ain't nobody
the
did nothing. All I did,
and you ain't
exactly.
even doing nothing but living the way the Most High tell you to.
You just living according to Torah.
That's it.
But people who don't, they ain't gotta even know you. Ain't a word gotta come out of your mouth. They just be like, who they think they're hating right away.
Yep.
Ain't never met you.
Give you that booty face look like,
Mm-hmm.
bro, what is that for?
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Yep.
Sad. Verse 24. He sent also that detestable ringleader, Apollonius.
Yes. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Apollonius, with an army of 22,000, commanding him to slay all those that were in their best age and to sell the women and the younger sword.
Wow.
In other words, he's trying to cut off the line, his own people.
He's
trying to cut off that line.
And sell them into slavery?
Mm-hmm. And sell them into slavery.
Kill the ones that were at the height of their age, like, you know, their peak, their prime.
Yep.
And sell the women and the children.
Uncle Aaron goes on to say, I just looked up 1,000 talents and it comes out to be $1 billion in today's economy. And he had how many?
He had 1,800.
1,800. So yeah, he almost 2 billion.
Yep. So right.
Wait, is 1,000 a billion or 100 was a billion?
He said 1,000.
He said 1,000.
Oh, 1,000. Okay, so they had almost $2 billion. They had 1,800.
1,800. Yeah, he had almost 2 billion. I think he had
crazy.
1,750,000,000. If I'm something like that.
Something like that. Could you imagine? That's a lot.
It's a lot of money.
Duping.
You can literally
you losing your whole soul to some money.
Because you get blind and you don't even realize that, dude, after life, there's a thing called eternity.
Yeah, and where you can't spend that money.
So you living your whole best life for right now, but then you forget about the next chapter, which is eternity.
And your life is
but a whisper.
Yeah. And you think you so good that, what if you even die on the way home?
That's what I'm saying.
You ain't even got no guarantee you gonna make it home. All that money.
That's what I'm talking about.
I really don't think you're gonna make it home. I think the waves gonna crash over you.
Like,
because you just so he might sway, overtake that boat.
And remember, this is before Mashiach was born.
Yes.
So they really trying to get rid of the line.
That's what this is all about.
Yeah,
trying
they're really
trying to get rid of
the line because they after Yehuda. This is all in Yehuda. They're trying to get rid of that line before that he coming. They know that as the time gets shorter, they get more desperate. Notice they're getting more evil and more evil because Mashiach is about to be born. Just like right now, they're getting more. Mashiach about to return,
and they know it.
They know that time is getting near.
Yep.
Because we're the only one ignorant of the time, and that's only because they snatched away scriptures from us.
That's right.
That's right.
Or we would be able to see it.
Yep. Let's see. Verse 25.
Yes.
Who coming to Jerusalem and pretending peace did forbear till the holy day of the Sabbath, when taking the Yahudim, keeping holy day, he commanded his men to arm themselves.
You little, he's a punk. I was going to say something crazy that was just out of line.
He's a punk.
You little.
You know Manelas, because you are of
the people. You are Hebrew.
You know that they not gonna do nothing on the Sabbath. And that's when you tell them to come and get the people and kill them.
Get them on, because that's
their yep. That is so sad. And who coming to Jerusalem and pretending
peace.
Listen, that's one thing I cannot stand, y'all. Somebody that's fake. Listen, yes,
That's
ma'am.
right.
She said weasel.
That's
weasel.
right.
Yeah.
He's a little weasel.
Mhm.
And stand with somebody to pretend to be something when you ain't.
Mhm.
Oh, and then for the people though, you use our Sabbath as a weapon.
You're right.
You
Right.
weaponize the
Weaponized
people.
it.
Yeah, you
Weaponized it.
weaponize the Sabbath.
Oh my gosh. No
Oh.
words.
Hot. Okay. Let me get. Oh, they ain't
Look.
gonna be there. I was about to say, let me get to the glory, okay? Because take me to, but he ain't gonna be there. Maybe
He'll be there for a quick second for judgment, and then he's gone.
I got questions.
To eternity.
Well,
Yeah.
I just want to ask you, was it worth it? That's it.
I wonder if we'll get a chance to do that, like confront these evil people.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
might
Most-
let us.
Listen, most people want to go to Chua, Hua, Eve. I
Nah,
don't even want to
I
go to
don't
her.
need-
I don't need
I
to.
don't need to.
I need to go to these people.
Yeah.
These people
And
right
say, was
in
it worth
here.
it? Doing that to your own people, was it really worth it? But like we read in story times before, the people are gonna confess.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna confess.
Ooh,
I was wrong.
Mm-mm-mm.
And he is Yah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, verse 26. And so he slew all them that were gone to the celebration multitudes.
Ooh, wee.
But Yehuda Maccabee, with 9 or thereabout, withdrew himself into the wilderness.
Thank you for wisdom.
Thank you. And lived
Whoa,
in the
whoa.
mountains after the
Okay.
manner of beasts, with his company, who fed on
Who fed?
herbs continually.
Listen, herbs.
Right. Lest they should be partakers of the
Every
pollution.
time y'all hear herbs, I ain't gotta think of herbs.
No, I ain't
No,
thinking of
we
weed.
talking
I'm thinking
about-
of
'cause
herbs.
we-
Parsley.
food
You know
and
what it is.
Oh yeah, that's right.
We-
Okay.
We eat.
Yeah, it's like, listen, I
I
know.
herbs. Oh, that must have been me.
Yeah, that was on you.
That was
That
your
was on
brain.
you.
That's where your brain went.
You go herbs, okay? No, I'm thinking parsley. You know,
Yeah, for real.
mint leaves. Okay?
Me too. That's what I was thinking. This one-
Rosemary. Okay.
This one thinking some other
You
leaf.
thinking of Mary J.
I was really.
Aaron says that's why they are coming in on the most holy days now and attacking.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
It is.
Yes.
All right. Chapter 6. Not long after this, the king sent an old man of Athens to compel the Yahudim to depart from the Torah of their fathers and not to live after the Torah of Elohim.
Y'all, listen, when I tell you the disdain for Torah keeper is real, they hate that you uphold righteousness. They cannot stand that you want to live a righteous life.
And they're always testing you.
Always. Because they don't care about nothing else.
In Athens, aren't that a part of the Greeks?
Yeah, that's Greek. Greece.
That is
That's
crazy, y'all.
Mhm.
I would rather you shoot up and do drugs than to be in health and great health and in harmony with your people. This is ridiculous. And how they still hate Torah now
Yep.
is ridiculous.
Yeah, and that's the least thing you could hate. Because if people live by Torah, we be in perfect peace.
Perfect peace.
Harmony is
Not
what it's
in-
called. too.
Yes.
Yes.
Straight
Not
up
in
harmony.
competition with
Yep.
nobody.
Yep.
We all buying and selling from each other.
Living by the same law.
Everybody,
One law.
everything is in common.
Yes.
Everybody got, listen, no
Yeah.
need for nobody.
Nobody's starving.
Nobody.
No,
Nobody
everybody's
homeless.
Nobody.
Nobody. But we're the ones
Nobody.
getting opposed.
But they don't want that.
Too much
No.
like right.
Ain't no money in it. Because
Ain't
if
no
all
money
the
in it.
money is going through the community,
Yeah.
ain't no money in the medicines
And
because we'll be going
everybody's
through the
equal.
herbs.
Yeah.
We'll be
Everybody's
going through-
equal.
This money is, that's why it says the love of money is the root of all evil. Y'all look at the love. Look at the love of money that's playing in the second book of Maccabees.
That's why Yehuda Maccabees, the rest of them, like they was like, look, we were living in the wilderness.
That's it.
I ain't got
That was wisdom, though. Thank y'all
I-
for telling me.
I-
Get out.
I ain't living with you city folk.
And
So
he
we
got
gonna go.
out.
I'm out of here. I'm going to eat some herbs.
Like that
Listen.
movie, Get Out. He got out.
Yeah.
He saw and he responded.
Yeah.
Some of us are looking and still ain't responding.
Yeah. Yeah.
Verse 2. Wait.
Yes. Yeah.
Verse 2. And to pollute also the temple in Jerusalem, and to call it the temple of Jupiter Olympius.
That's what you read. That's what's there.
And that in Gerizim of Jupiter, the defender of strangers, as they did desire that dwelt in the place.
And remember, one of the is that Jupiter or maybe that's Zeus? One of the 7 wonders of the world was this big old statue they built. Was that Zeus or of Jupiter?
Probably Jupiter.
I think it's a Jupiter.
I think it's Jupiter.
It
but
was
didn't they have temple prostitution?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what they were doing, and that's what they wanted to turn the temple of Jerusalem into.
Wow. See,
My
they didn't want us to know this stuff because we'll see how nasty and sick
that's
folks
nasty.
Are. And the Catholic Church is still this doggone way.
Yep.
Let's see. Okay, Torah is much like right.
It's too much like right.
Statue of Zeus, but it was at Olympia.
Okay.
New Zealand says, I did not know they did all of this to get the Torah out until I came into truth, reading and studying and watching story time. Like, wow, now we know this, the truth. Hallelujah, for real. Girl, we didn't know it either.
This is blowing my mind.
This is my first time going.
As we're reading it to you, we're getting the same thing. I'm just like, blown away.
Because I tried to read Maccabees by myself, and I was like, sir, I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah. It's hard.
And so when we decided to, I think Auntie Shelley mentioned Maccabees. I don't know, but when she mentioned it, I was trying to stir away from it. Okay, I was like, what about the book before Maccabees? What about Ezra?
I mean, we did do Ezra first.
I think so. Yep. And then I was like, what about another book? She was like, no. What about Maccabees? So I did not know about all of this stuff. I was a little nervous because I was like, I don't get it. But it helps to have people with insight.
That's why I said the Maccabees, we can't read it alone. That's why we didn't have so we need the interaction because it's all.
Yeah, that's why we sometimes we don't make it on Fridays or something because we're not all able to do it. And this is not a one person or 2 people. You need everybody. You guys help a lot with the insight that Yah gives you. You help us because we can read as we're going along.
We're truly learning this together.
We all,
absolutely.
We're all learning it
together. So your piece of the puzzle fit to this. And we're like, oh, that is so right. So keep chiming in. Keep texting.
If we want to throw you a puzzle piece,
put it in there.
Put it in there.
Because somebody going to come back later and listen to story time. And your puzzle piece is going to be like what they need.
Yep.
That's good. Yes. I'm for it all. Yes.
Same.
All right. Verse 3. The coming in of this mischief was sore and grievous to the people. For the temple was filled with riot and reveling by the other nations. They had a rave in the temple. Who dallied with harlots, see, temple whoredom, and had to do with women within the circuit of the holy places. And besides that, brought in things that were against the Torah.
They was all up in it, where the showbread and the candlestick and all that was. They was all up in the temple, hoeing.
Yeah. They was having orgies and stuff.
Yeah, by where the altar is. It's now the place of Jupiter, of the Olympics. That's how Jupiter get down?
Y'all.
Now you see why they hated the Torah. Because the Torah is against that.
Complete polar opposite of that.
And you know what they're doing? They're satisfying themselves.
Yes.
Yeah.
Their own desires.
Yes.
And in Torah, it's not about yourself. It's about your community.
Right.
This is so crazy because in the circus today, no, I'm not going to say that. In churches today, not all. You got this stuff carrying on.
Yep, you do.
Upstairs. Things going on upstairs. Listen, I know because I've been in
wild services going
on.
Absolutely true.
Absolutely in the balcony, you got stuff all going on. Okay, people need. Never mind. You get my point.
Yes. You got
Shalom,
preachers
family.
in the pulpit texting the boys in the in the congregation.
People in leadership just doing the doggone fool. Okay, whether that's in jobs too. Okay, that's a whole circus too. You got stuff that's going on. This stuff is happening now.
Like the new sun.
We have turned it into somebody else's temple. That's why he said, I don't care nothing about no temple. Y'all's going, that ain't mine.
I don't see myself in that.
I ain't meeting them people there. It's a building.
Wow.
My temple over there walking down the street.
You know what's crazy is growing up, I heard like when he turned around, you know the lie when they said that the father turned his face away from the son as he was dying.
Yeah.
They lied, okay? Or they got it mixed up. They meant to say that the father turned his face away from this part in Maccabees. This is the time when he actually turned his face.
He was turning his face.
Yeah.
Because of this, like, I ain't watching this stuff. But you never see him turning away like from the people.
Yeah.
In the New Testament.
But you're right.
You
like when only Yahoo was, he didn't turn his face away from him.
No.
Because you're operating under Torah. And you fool, you thought it was the temple. But it was on Yahoo.
That's what it
only
was.
Yahoo was the temple.
But think about the specs of the temple. It was this grandiose building that the walls were covered with gold. Remember?
Yeah.
So it was set up. It was a beautiful setup.
Yes.
And you go into this place, and the peace that would meet you there. And they thought it was the building.
Yes, they thought it was the building.
But it was the people.
Yes.
It was the high priests that were right before Yah that made that place the way that it.
Right.
That was the only reason he came.
Right.
And now he came to be with his people in that place because of the hearts of the people set towards him.
All they did was show their inner side.
That's all they did.
That's it. They showed their heart's posture, leaving your kids everywhere. The what?
And that's what we mean by when we say when we leave, the blessing come with us. We're the temple, not the building.
That's it. And they know that. That's why they be like, get back to Africa.
You ain't heard them say that.
But
girl,
but
when we start getting them visas, we start
it's like, shut it down.
They was like, wait a minute. Listen.
Consulate of Ghana is
gone.
Closed, period.
Okay, period. It ain't there no more. They were like, wait a minute, when we said go back to Africa,
we really mean it.
We were just in our feelings at that time, and you made us upset because you told us no. They know.
They know.
The blessing is in you. As long as you holding Torah down.
Yeah, we the blessed. Just like Laban tried to keep Jacob. Jacob is the blessing.
Yep.
Even though Laban already got you rich, you got money, you got sons. He said, but the blessing is leaving.
Yep, the blessing.
I need the blessing to stay here with me.
Absolutely.
To guarantee. Ain't no telling what's gonna happen if Jacob leaves.
Listen.
Laban was
ain't no telling. Listen, in the prophetic, ain't no telling what's gonna happen if Jacob, the seed of Jacob,
get up and.
Listen, this is why this little bit may get a little people start walking off their jobs. Okay, I didn't walk off like, listen, knowing this, I know I'm a blessing. Okay, and what I ain't gonna have is you talk to me the way you think you can talk to me.
Hello,
I'm out. Okay, receive this 14-day notice. And then people tell me, I still have people today say everything is different since you haven't been here.
Yep.
I know why.
I've heard that a few times. Yep.
Since you've been here, it's not the same.
Yep.
It's not the same aura.
Yep. That's true.
I really miss your energy.
Yes. Yeah. Because we bring that Yahuwah, that peace of Yahuwah.
Absolutely. We bring that peace. We don't bring the foolishness, but we bring the peace. We bring the love of Yah.
Yep.
Because we know y'all need it.
Hallelujah.
I said,
yep. Two fingers in the wind.
That's it.
Verse 4. For the temple was filled. Oh, no. 5. 5. The altar also was filled with profane things, which the Torah forbids.
Wow.
Neither was it lawful for a man to guard days of Sabbath or ancient feasts, or to profess himself at all to be a Yahudi.
So they couldn't keep the feast. They don't even say you from the tribe of Judah.
Don't even tell you. Yeah, you can't say nothing.
Can you imagine it being against the law to say I'm Hebrew?
It was.
It was against.
Well,
it's against now. It's hate speech now. It's hate speech
and
now.
And pretty soon it's gonna be a law. I'm sure it is.
I'm sure it is. I'm pretty sure somebody got that. No, it's hate speech against the Jewish community, because you're telling them, if you're Hebrew, then who are they? Mm-hmm. If you're the real Jew,
Jewish.
If you're the real Jew, then who are they?
That's why they got that
you're
whole
Jewish
black caucus with the Jews mixed up.
Yep.
Because they want us to say, oh, well, it's both of us. Not gonna say it.
I ain't gonna say it.
Not gonna say it.
Mm-mm. I will not. He did not make a covenant with you, sir, ma'am.
Especially since the ones on the committee, the Hebrew, I ain't never heard you even say you was Hebrew. You've been black up until this point. So how you even qualified to get on the caucus?
Because you know who you are and you will not profess it. So you can be in here. Oh. You playing by our rules.
I need you to get them Hebrews to shut up.
And they give them money.
Mm-hmm.
Manilas.
Yep. Sell us out.
Sell us out.
Sell us out.
That's Manila's spirit. Oh, wow.
Straight up hate speech.
Straight up. Verse 7. And in the day of the king's birth, every month, they were brought by bitter constraint to eat of the sacrifices. Ew. And when the beast of Bacchus.
When the feast.
It's a beast.
Oh, my glasses. The feast of Bacchus was kept. The Yahudim were compelled to go in procession to Bacchus carrying ivy.
Y'all know what Bacchus is, right?
I don't.
It's the wine. The god of the wine.
Oh, the
guy that gets drunk all the time. Yep, that's Bacchus.
Okay.
So don't do your feast days.
Do ours.
Do ours.
Wow.
Get drunk.
Nothing new under the sun.
Just get drunk.
And that's what they.
That's it.
We be
New Year's Eve.
Not even that though. How we have wine and spirit stores, liquor stores everywhere. Mm-hmm. We give to the spirit of Bacchus every day. Mm-hmm. Our people be hooked on wine, hooked on drinking, alcoholism running through our man. This is crazy. Honoring that deity.
And they had to carry the ivy.
That's the only
Why you think them schools is called Ivy League schools?
Oh,
that means you ain't supposed to be there.
Listen.
Go on Harvard, Princeton if you want to. Yale. Okay. If you want to, thinking you better than everybody else.
Founder of Jewish community.
Our stuff underneath the ground.
Yeah, probably a whole gymnasium under there too.
Revelation.
Still in our stuff. Go on to your Ivy League school if you want to.
Oh my.
I tell you what, I will not.
And y'all know, and that's mostly what they do at universities and stuff. They be posting up pictures getting drunk.
Yeah, they do.
Pong party, beer pong.
They sure do.
They get drunk a lot in college. Like, what do y'all learn?
Drugs, sex, everything.
Yes.
Everything. Mm-hmm. Them wild parties is real.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 8. Moreover,
she said, "All right, noted."
Moreover, there went out a decree to the neighbor cities of the heathen by the suggestion of Ptolemy against the Yahudim, that they should observe the same fashions and be partakers of their sacrifices.
Because y'all know Ptolemy, that's Egypt.
Yes.
Okay, look, y'all. Egypt's fashions were, today's fashions, you half naked. Because remember, that place was hot.
Yeah.
But if you just look at old carvings and stuff of Egypt, that's their fashions. That's what they're wearing right now, or not wearing.
Yeah, because some of our sisters ain't wearing nothing. Okay.
Okay, go out the house in your pajamas and underwear.
Right, and your booty shorts, okay? And too bad that our men is following that same trend.
Yeah, naked too.
Showing your thighs. Sir, find the rest of the fabric and put it on your thighs. Okay?
Yeah, because when did that become a thing? Because I've been noticing that on Instagram lately.
The daddy shorts out of pocket.
Yeah, I'm like, where is this?
The thigh shorts, sir.
Now they got the men doing it.
Trying to make it sexy. It ain't sexy. It's disgusting.
It is not.
It's out of pocket. And it's a slap to your ancestors' face, okay?
Yep.
Slapping them good. I tell you, some of us are slapping them real good. Okay, slapping the taste out of our ancestors' mouth.
Yeah. So they say we want you to do the Egyptian fashions and the Egyptian sacrifices.
Verse 9, and whoso would not conform themselves to the manners of the other nations should be put to death. So you got to die because you...
Y'all know I'm going to talk because I always got to talk. But listen, not always, but I always have something to say. Either they kill you physically or they kill your they assassinate your character.
Yeah.
You're crazy. You're now someone that just, I don't know what's going on. Example, Kanye.
Yes.
I mean, I would put out Nick Cannon, but then he recanted on his words because he wanted to get paid. So
got scared.
He got scared. Uncle Aaron goes on and said, Ivy League, skull and bones.
Yep.
Death. Okay, represent death.
Skull and bones.
Skull and bones.
Wow. Well, we gotta. Okay, so you don't get put to death. Okay, because we know Greeks have all these gods and goddesses. So as Greeks have all these gods and goddesses. So as long as I knows, let's say Diana.
Right.
The people that worship Jupiter are not going to want to kill me because I worship Diana, but let me follow Torah.
Yep.
And you're dead.
You're a dead man.
Not
let me want to put some clothes on.
You're dead.
Why are you walking around here with all them clothes on?
That's Sodom and Gomorrah, boy. That's some crazy.
Could you imagine getting put to death because you wear clothes?
You wearing your fringes.
Yeah,
but at that time, they're wearing that because that distinguished them historically. That distinguished them from other ways of dressing because everybody else was half naked. They was wearing their robes with their and those tassels represented something that had to do with Yah.
Yes. Yeah. Because it wasn't written in their hearts.
It just wasn't it just wasn't, it's a pretty little shimmy at the bottom of the dress.
Right.
They represented something. So
you gotta die because you got clothes on.
Yeah. And I think we all forget, y'all, in this day and time that we're all dead anyway. Each day you're closer to death than you were the day before yesterday and yesterday. So there's no way you're gonna get out of life alive. So you either choose ye this day who you gonna serve. Because you're gonna have to spend eternity somewhere. And people get wrapped up in now.
They don't want us to read this.
They get so wrapped up in now and they forget about eternity.
Wow. Let's see, verse 9. And whoso would know 10, excuse me. No, wait. In the middle.
Oh, okay.
And whoso would not conform themselves to the manners of the other nations should be put to death. Then might a man have seen the present misery. For there were 2 women brought who had circumcised their children, whom when they had openly led around about the city, the babes hanging at their breasts, they cast them down headlong from the wall.
Just because they circumcised, they don't want no trace of Hebrew, nothing.
Oh no, not the baby.
Just because they circumcised their babies.
Oh,
they threw them off. No, they circumcised.
Oh, baby.
Threw them off the wall.
Because they upholding Torah.
That is just, but that's just mean. You wouldn't even think of ain't no nice way to kill a baby, but man, really? Oh, he's circumcised.
But listen,
they circumcised.
Carrying Torah is going to cost us something. Holding out Torah is going to cost you something. It's either going to cost you whatever you deem is important. If you think your friends is important, it may cost you your friends. Okay, they don't want to be around you no more because you're in a cult. It's going to cost you something. You got to realize that. If you ain't holding down Torah, listen, it's going to cost you. But are you willing to go through the cost? I tell you this, I've never made a better decision in my life.
Yeah. And they led these women around the city first to show this was gonna happen.
Yep.
You circumcise that baby and see.
Made them an example.
Made them an example.
Circumcised for following Torah.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, you guys have known, if you follow story time, you know, even at our martyrdom, when we've gone through stuff, he takes the pain away.
Yeah.
Folks having a whole conversation while they're getting their head decapitated, while they're being set on fire. They never even felt the pain. So even if you are faced, because I'm telling you, we in the last minutes and seconds and days, whatever the case may be, it's the last of the last. Even if you have to make a decision, make your decision for Yah. Period.
Because I'm sure you will snatch the souls out of them babies.
Absolutely.
Oh, no,
Absolutely.
No.
Absolutely, because their mothers upheld Torah, and he made promises to people that uphold Torah.
Yes.
Same back then, same right now.
Yep.
So don't be afraid, y'all.
Yeah. That's encouraging.
Headlong from the world.
That is sad though. That's evil.
Very evil. Very wicked. Verse 11, and others that had run together into caves nearby to guard the Sabbath secretly, being discovered by Philip, were all burnt together because they made a conscience to help themselves for the honor of the most sacred day. So they got burned alive
in the
because
they was all hiding.
Because they
were keeping the Sabbath.
And look, this is not the age of telephones and telegrams, and somebody is snitching.
Facts. Somebody is snitching.
Somebody's snitching.
Say it.
Yep.
Because it ain't like you can get your child circumcised. Everybody don't know. Somebody snitching, and guess what? They in your family. Because that's who you invited to the circumcision.
Yep.
Either them or the priest.
Or they just living in your house and they don't want you to uphold Torah. And it's like that today. We got folks that live together.
Yep.
That they're family members, and one believes that and don't take all of that.
Yeah.
I don't want to do all of that. Why we gotta? Saturday is my turn up day. What is
that's my birthday.
You know, and you got folks that'll. I'm just saying.
Listen, he said pretending.
You got folks that'll. I'm just saying.
Listen, he said pretending.
Yep.
Listen, I didn't see a whole lot of Listen, I didn't see a whole lot of pretenders, okay?
Pretend in peace.
Yeah. Pretend
backstabbers, you know. Well,
yep.
Who made that record? I was OJ's. I was say Ohio players, but I know it wasn't them.
Smile in your face
all the time. Want to take your place.
He was talking about them Jewish people. But James Moyer said they're called the house. Yes, they're called the house Negro. Absolutely.
There you go.
Yep.
See, I'd have said nigga, but okay.
You did say it, but
you did.
You just didn't say the whole sentence.
Let's see. Verse 12. Now I beseech those that read this sefer to tune in tomorrow for another reading of our wonderful sefer, 2nd Maccabees. We'll see you tomorrow.
You may not see her.
We did it.
It's her fault.
Listen, I was just getting juiced to be like,
it's her fault.
Listen, I was just getting juiced to be like, I was about to make comment like, tune in. Listen, y'all got this beseech this that's reading. I was about to be like, y'all, they talking about us. And then here she coming in tomorrow. Just,
Verse 12 of chapter 6.
Yeah.
Well, listen, somebody's getting good with the cliffhangers, okay? You high five. You don't get it.
Look, it was a lot in there. We just only read that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
We read from chapter 5:11 to chapter 11, chapter 6:11.
Oh, wow. Wow.
See all this rich information?
It's good.
And it's the truth.
It's the truth.
This is not some reality television fluffed up, made up story. You can't make this stuff up.
You can't make it up.
These are real people. These are our ancestors.
It's your people in the Bible, y'all.
Well, Manelos is not my. I hope I ain't related to that Joker.
But you gotta be because he's
Yehuda.
He's Yehuda.
Yeah. I mean, and unfortunately,
you
he got
that
the people
messed up
in the
cousin.
family.
Yeah. Everybody got him in the family.
Mm-hmm.
We do.
That DNA runs strong, boy. That bloodline runs strong. It didn't hit a whole
Just
bunch.
Like you said, we got petty.
Right.
But this is beyond petty. Like
he took petty and just maxed it out to
this
max.
Beyond petty right here.
That's like, man, my y'all today. Kids, relax. All right, now I gotta wipe the sweat off my brow like Sister Nashawn. Uncle Aaron goes on to say, what I don't understand, like then and now, we won't fight for us, but kill each other. Now good. Listen, that's good, but however, listen, Uncle, other nations is doing that too.
Yeah.
They killing each other too. They just got us thinking that black on black crime
are the only ones.
There's other nations that won't fight for themselves, for their own people, and they're killing each other too. It's just, it's just propaganda. They got us thinking black on black, and there's no such thing. It's a double negative. Okay, it don't exist. Don't exist.
We still need, not that we don't need to stop doing it, because we do, but still,
all the other nations. Is doing not that.
See, do y'all really want to be like other nations?
No.
Come on.
No,
Stop
absolutely not.
Looking at them, trying to be them, trying to wear the clothes they wear, buy the stuff they buy. The white people got Benz. I want to have a Benz. It's a status symbol. They got these kind of persons. I want them. I want the same things they got. Why?
Listen, can I tell you something? I work for Mercedes-Benz. I don't want you driving their cars. They did not make that car for you. You probably already knew that.
Who was in.
They do not want you driving their cars. You are not the face of their perfect little vehicle. Okay.
Nope.
Oh my goodness.
And we just want status so much.
Yeah. They're marketing the people who are making money off of us.
We just so happen to can't afford it now because Mercedes-Benz ain't that expensive no more.
Yeah.
Now you're really doing something when you bring in Bentleys and all that stuff in. But Mercedes-Benz is pretty like a good version.
Cadillac.
Ain't nothing but a car.
Ain't nothing but a car, 4 wheels.
All cars that get you to the same place.
Hello.
New Zealand said that was some good old soul food. Girl, want to feed your soul. Listen, tune in and grab another plate at 6 p.m. tomorrow.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you for joining us.
Shalom.
Shalom, family. Girl, me too.
Oh.